Hi, this is Joe Morgan, founder and CEO of SIY. One of the big things that I've discovered as an entrepreneur is that you have to be extremely clear on how you're going to bring your set of services to a client, to a customer, to a market, to a business. And a lot of times you can talk acronyms and you can talk about all these terms, but you have to make it really, really practical. At the end of the day, for me, what I know to be true, and this is absolutely the case with me, I need to know that whatever I'm going to spend money on is going to have an impact. And what's the definition of impact? Generally profit or positive cash flow, so I have more money at the end of it than I did at the beginning. So that's kind of the essence of what we hope to do when we engage with the SIY consulting practice. But how does that actually work? Well, the first thing that happens, and I'm relentless on this, and this is actually one of the behaviors, is you got to discover. The discover process is we got to get in there and understand the business. And we're going to understand three things. We're going to understand the customer, we're going to understand the culture, and we're going to understand the strategy. And we're going to understand those three things through the people of your business. How we're going to do that is, I call it the ring of curiosity. We're going to wrap this with curiosity, this process. So we're going to discover through a series of questions, which is what I call curiosity, and we're going to ask questions about your customers, your culture, and your strategy. I'm not going to ask one person, we have to ask people throughout the organization. And we're going to create an environment that's comfortable and trusting. And this is kind of the big thing that I've discovered in my leadership, but also in business in general. It's really hard to get to trust. As people, you hire somebody to bring in, they don't know who you are, they look at your pedigree, they probably go on the internet, they read about you and go, oh my gosh, why are they here? We must be doing something really wrong. So your first meeting gets a little bit challenging. The key thing on the discovery is to tee up from the leader why we're there. And if that leader doesn't really have clarity on it, then we don't start the discovery process. So we work really, really hard on the intro communication. So that's step one. Then we go to observations. So my team would then summarize what we actually learned. Pretty straightforward, nothing like overwhelming there. But what's big about it is the team, the network, the SIY network, the experience that this group has in execution. They're discerning so much through this process that when we go back and make our observations, it's based on hundreds of years of experiences in a variety of different industries. So when we come back, we're going to simplify this in a way that's easy to understand, and then it's going to be we're going to create a plan, and then we're going to measure the impact. So we're not going to walk away and just let this information to be shared with you, but we expect that we're going to create a plan, and then we're going to measure it and help you impact it. We will transition this to the company if that's the appropriate thing, or we'll be a part of the execution depending upon what is desired by the client. My personal opinion is, with the team we have in place, as an augment to the team on the ground, you ought to bring us into the business and let us execute at least phase 1 and 2. And then after that, we're going to train you, we're going to make sure that we can hand it over to you, and then you can go.